This video is sponsored by Level 8, luggage for travelling efficiently. Today I'm taking a trip on the brand new Railjet. The previous model was one of Europe's greatest trains, but ÖBB have made many changes, both good and bad, to this new generation set, so let's go and check it out together. Hello and welcome back to Innsbruck, Austria's 5th largest city, which is nestled between the imposing western Austrian Alps with the River Inn running right through its centre. What a setting to start this journey! If you only ever visit one city in Austria, I'd recommend Innsbruck, as it's chock full of beautiful buildings and interesting museums, along with many outdoor activities and stunning natural beauty. Let's make our way towards the main station in the city and get today's trip started. Outside Innsbruck Hauptbahnhof, you'll find links to the local tram and bus networks, along with a taxi rank to the right. From the outside, the station is definitely not the most aesthetically pleasing in the world, but let's head inside and check out its functionality. When you enter at ground floor level, there are a couple of shops on the left hand side and then a lift on the right for step-free access to the main concourse, which is one level down. Escalators and steps are also available. Down here you'll find many automatic ticket machines in front of a large staff ticket office. More shops and eateries are also available, including McDonald's and a large supermarket. Luggage storage lockers can be found next to the underground car park entrance. As we're travelling in first class today, we have access to the ÖBB lounge. There is a complimentary selection of fruit, breakfast pastries along with snacks and both hot and cold drinks. Our train today is the RJ286 service from Innsbruck to Munich, departing at 10:40. The large departure board shows the information in both German and English. Let's head to the platform now, as the train should be arriving shortly. All are accessed by this central underground walkway and again have lifts, escalators and stairs available. Innsbruck Hauptbahnhof is a very well connected station with a comprehensive network of local and domestic intercity trains, along with international and sleeper services to Switzerland, Italy, Germany, Croatia, Hungary and more. This video is sponsored by Level 8, Luggage of the Year for 2024. Ever since I got my first Level 8 case over 2 years ago, I wouldn't travel without one. Currently I'm using the stylish 20-inch Gibraltar carry-on, which is made from aerospace grade magnesium alloy. It features ultra-quiet 360-degree durable spinner wheels for effortless movement and heavy-duty dual TSA approved locks. There is also a lifetime warranty for absolute peace of mind on endless adventures. Level 8 are offering my viewers a special discount of 10% off every order. Just click the link in the description below and use code Nonstop10 today. Here comes our train now, pulling in around 15 minutes before scheduled departure. Haulage will be provided by this ÖBB Class 1216 Siemens Taurus electric locomotive, the mainstay of the Austrian Railways fleet. This loco is actually a very special one, as it set the speed record for an unmodified electric locomotive of 357 km per hour in 2006, which stands to this day. It has a power output of 6,400 kilowatts. Each set is a fixed formation of 9 coaches with a capacity for 532 passengers across 3 classes of travel. The maximum line speed is 220 km per hour, with the new Railjet sets capable of slightly faster at 230 km per hour. There is a cab car on one end, although these are not yet approved for push-pull workings, so the sets can currently only be driven from the locomotive, meaning it must switch ends to always be at the front of the train. Accessibility is one of the key focuses of this new generation Railjet, but as you'll see later, I think they could have done a lot better. Level boarding is available at all doors on the train except the first and last ones. Okay, time to board. First impressions of the new first class cabin are good, but I can already see a few things I'm not a fan of. We'll delve into that later on, but for now let's check out today's route.
Good morning, dear passengers on the Railjet to 86. Welcome to board of the Railjet to 86 on its way to Munich, and wish a pleasant journey.
All on-board announcements are made in both German and English. We depart on time at 10:40 am. This trip from Innsbruck, Austria to Munich, Germany is 171 kilometers in distance and is scheduled to take 1 hour and 47 minutes of travel time. The price of an advance purchase adult ticket starts from €17.20 in second class and €26.30 in first class. If you hold a first class ticket, you can then upgrade to business class for an additional €15. Children aged under 6 travel for free, and those aged 6 to 15 years are half price. Keep a lookout on the left-hand side on departure from Innsbruck for some stunning train window views of the River Inn and the Austrian Alps in the background. If you want ad-free early access to every video, great perks, and to help me do bigger and better reviews, then become a channel member from just £1.99 per month. Just click the link above now, or the join button in every video. Thank you! Okay, let's start looking around the features of this new Railjet interior. The luggage racks have integrated secure locking straps. You simply pull out the cable, thread it through your luggage handles and insert it back into the lock. It can then be secured by entering a 4 to 8 digit PIN code as seen here, or by using an NFC enabled card like this. No payment is taken. This is a great feature, very ingenuitive. Now it's time to check out the new seats. While they are quite soft, I find the shape a bit boxy with no real ergonomics. The winged padded headrest feels very claustrophobic too. They can be reclined a small amount by using this button or the lever underneath the seat base. The medium-sized tables at the bays have an extension which pops out from underneath. A reading light is integrated into each headrest. Every seat has access to a European power socket and a USB-A jack. The pairs of seats have padded armrests between them which can be lowered. The airline style seats have adjustable footrests and storage pockets, along with a large tray table and small mobile device shelf which includes a wireless charging pad. USB-A jacks and a coat hook can also be found here. Additional coat hooks can be found above the windows along with effective sunblinds. While not a bad first class product, I definitely prefer the one on the old Railjets. The seats were comfier and less confined. There were also no bins, instead with just a paper bag at every seat, very environmentally unfriendly. In first class, at-seat dining is offered and the host will take your order and deliver the food to your seat. I've linked the full menu in the description below. I just ordered an Americano as we're on the approach to Vogel, now just 20 kilometers from the Austrian-German border. Shortly after departure, my coffee was delivered. It cost €3.80. Payment can be made by card or cash in euros. Full meals are also available, as can be seen here. We then arrive at Kufstein, which is the border station. It's great to see so many multimodal freight wagons in use here. We then cross into Germany and continue to run alongside the River Inn, as we have been for much of today's journey. There are no border checks here, as both countries are in the Schengen free travel area. The whole train is air conditioned with the vents located just under the windows. This worked very well. Free Wi-Fi is also available for all. This was easy to connect to and of a reasonable speed. This is good to see, as 4G signal was patchy, even though the train has radio permeable glass which is meant to enhance it. My next criticism of this train is that the toilets are now gendered. This is entirely pointless, as they are both identical and obviously only one person can use them at once. Everything did however work as intended, and the soap and toilet roll were stocked up. There were also baby changing facilities in every one, which is good to see. There is one toilet in every coach, which includes this accessible one, which is located next to the wheelchair spaces and a low floor entrance. Another negative point is that there are just too many internal steps, including up to the bike spaces. There is also a storage area for skis here. More internal steps. Bear in mind the old set had a flat walk-through design along the whole train. And yet more steps down into the dining car. There is seating for 12 here. Again, the menu is linked in the description below. A new addition I quite like is the vending machines, or snack stations as ÖBB call them, selling hot and cold drinks, fresh sandwiches, snacks and small travel items such as headphones. Here's a look at second class, which is mostly in a 2+2 layout with both airline style and bay seating. You get all the amenities of first class, albeit with narrower cloth seats and less legroom. There are also 6-seat compartments, including these ones specifically for families. Certainly not a bad layout for second class, with lots of different seating options available. I suppose one unintended advantage of the cab cars not being authorised yet is that you get to see this great view out of the rear where the loco should be. Now to probably my biggest bugbear of the new Railjets, the business class. As you can see, the majority of the old sets have these amazingly comfortable seats within open compartments, and then 2 separate single seats as well. This is a big upgrade over first class in my opinion, and well worth the €15 upgrade fee. The new business class, however, is just the first class seats, plonked in a compartment which, as you already know, I'm not really a fan of. There's nothing special about it, no discernible upgrade except a welcome drink. I wouldn't even call being in a compartment inherently good, as it's much better to have the regular first class seat if travelling alone or in a couple. I would highly recommend not travelling business class on the new Railjet. What do you think? Would you pay the €15 upgrade? Leave a comment below. ÖBB have ordered a total of 27 new generation Railjet sets from Siemens for delivery over the next 5 years. They will initially run on the Bologna-Verona-Innsbruck-Munich route, replacing the older loco-hauled Eurocity sets, but will expand workings as more sets are delivered. We are now approaching the end of today's journey, but we call first at München Ost or Munich East station. Let me give you my summary on board ÖBB's new generation Railjet train in first class on this trip from Innsbruck to Munich. I was very excited to check it out, as the original Railjet is one of my favourite intercity trains in Europe. Click the link above to see my review on one of these across the stunning Semmering Railway. However, I was left very underwhelmed, somewhat disappointed and slightly confused by this new train. Yes, it was all very new and shiny, and I liked some of the new features such as the mobile device shelf and wireless charging, but overall, it really wasn't an improvement at all. Instead of an evolution in the design and features, they actually managed to make it less accessible internally by adding so many steps, make the toilets pointlessly gendered, make first class less comfortable, and make business class now a pointless upgrade. Personally, it comes down to the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and the old Railjet certainly wasn't broken. You'll have to let me know if I'm being overcritical. Anyway, we arrive at Munich's main station on time at 12:27 PM. Right after filming this, I'm just about to start a mega challenge to visit Germany's 10 largest cities in 24 hours by ICE high-speed trains. In theory, it's plausible, but is it actually possible? The video on this will be coming up in a few weeks, but be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. By the way, I'm always open to new video ideas, so send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter if there's anything you really want to see on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.